What I mean is that meant to be at 7:30. I did get sent to other places. However, um, the accounts that mention the locations, I don't know. So I can't 100% say that it is or not. Jane, good evening. I can't say that they are or not. But I know that Ballymena, because I know Curtis is on his way down there, and I think uh, Big Smoke. I know there's meant to be a few people going down there tonight. So if, like I said, if there is, we're going to bring multiple screens up though. And also we're going to keep an eye out on. We're going to keep an eye out on what you call it as well. The one that. Good evening, ML. Good evening. And to that, Mr. Blackpool account, Jennifer. Thank you. Um, there's me. Does anyone have an update? Has the one that was going on in Durham has that finished? Because I'd like to keep an eye in on that. I know that's been going on since, and that's completely separate. That's a Free Palestine protest, which they've took over one of the places in Durham. Good evening, Shell. If I miss anything, sorry. I'm just trying to open multiple screens. Tony Layton, 557. Good evening. Good evening to anyone that's in here. If you've said hello, I apologize if I missed. And I'm just trying to open up some other screens so we can get some of the lives open. Banshee, good evening as well. I would like to know if that one is still open. Thank you for the heart. And a massive thanks to whoever's tapped that up to 2,399 likes already. I appreciate that as well. But yeah, I've spoke to a few people in the background. I said I've no problem with the Cam Tuin. Um, so let the trolls do the work. They're only mentioned on my page, which is not fair on the other creators because I'm going to credit them anyways. Either way. Um, but by people going in and putting names in there, it's like they're trying to bring them into mind. So all you're doing is helping my page to be up straight and honest with you, which is not fair on the actual person who's there. And that's why. Good evening, Bailey. Good evening, our Bailey in the chat. Hello from Liverpool, Frank. Good evening to you as well. We've got about 14, 15 minutes left before anything apparently is kicking off. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be a big protest. I'm not saying it's going to be a small protest. I'm not saying that it's going to be, as far as I know, it's going to be a gathering and a peaceful one. All good, Frank. Thank you for asking. All good. Robbie, I hope you're keeping well. I don't know, but like I said, they will start. They will start in about 15 minutes. There is people on the way there now. Um, do you reckon it will be peaceful? Yes or no? Danny, good evening to you. Gail, good evening. ML. Let me just accept this account in the box. Sorry, 1 second.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, buddy?
I've heard about the Ballymena. It is supposed to be peaceful. There's at least going to be four people on live down there, so there's no point me on the Ballymena tonight.
Yeah,
I'm just searching around to see if there's any other hot spots about the place. That's what I'm looking for.
I can send you
So
a
you know the
message.
usual. Yeah, send me a message. You know
Yeah.
the usual ones that are online. They're going to be there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did speak with Curtis. I know Curtis and a few more was heading down there.
Yeah, they
There was a
live pretty much down there, so they do.
yeah. So there you go. You're a little bit away from Ballymena, aren't you?
I'm only half an hour away.
Half an hour.
It's
Uh,
not that big of a distance, 30 miles. It's just no point five streamers going
of
down there,
course, all in the same place. Yeah,
yeah,
all in
and
the same place. It doesn't make
there's at
no
least four of
sense.
them. Yeah, four of them live
Yeah,
in the same area. There's just absolutely no
it
point.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense. I would,
Big
like I
Smoke is
said,
supposed to be there.
I was sent a couple of messages, but the accounts was like there was no pictures, no bios, no nothing, and they were saying that this place is gonna this and this place. That's why I didn't pass much heed of them. But I did hear that that Ballymena was meant to have a peaceful protest tonight, and I don't know whether it will be or not. What do you reckon? Honest opinion, do you think
Well,
it'll be peaceful?
there was two incidents, one last night and one the night before, where that community, the Romanian community, have ripped down Union Jacks and been caught on CCTV. So I don't know if that's going to actually inflame the situation.
No way, last night.
Last night and the night before, yeah.
Well,
So you don't rip down Union Jacks, you know.
well, there you go. Well, that leaves it open for
A
that
possibility.
that 100% it does. Well, if you do see anything or keep an eye on you, if anyone is not following, if anyone is in this live, please give Belfast Prankster a follow. He actually there's some great footage online from the previous protests. There's a lot of there was a lot of drone footage. He does a lot of drone footage as well. So if you are, if you're not following the Belfast Pranks already, please click the follow button while they're in the box. Give them a follow, and there is some great content on his page also. So please give them a follow. So right now you're just waiting for
I'm just
another
kind of
area.
gauging another area, yeah.
And I'd say if it does really does get out of hand in Ballymena, obviously, but no
It
one's
might
yeah,
pick off somewhere else, yeah.
yeah, of course. But like you said last night, um, with that, what you said there about the flags being ripped down, that's surely that's going to be angering at a few people. Do you know what I mean? Surely,
Yes, especially just after what they did, it's
Y-
caused it all.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Well, either way, wherever you're going, I'll keep an eye on your page. If you do get any updates, please send me
I'll
a message and
message
let me
you.
know.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely message you, or I'll send you a message to say
thank you
I'm
very,
about to
very
go live.
much. Thank
All
you, and
right, good
I
night,
really
everybody.
appreciate that. Stay safe, all the best, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Take care.
You too.
Take care, all the best. Bye. Thank you. Like I said, please give Belfast a follow. Um, they do a lot of drone footage as well. And if you want like an overhead view to see what crowds and stuff like that, there's some great footage on the page that you can have a look at. A massive, massive thanks for live for 8 minutes. Massive thanks for the 21K likes. We're not going to open any lives yet at the minute until 7:30. There's no point watching people making their way there. There's no point in anything like that. And I just want to catch up and say, Banshee, a massive thanks. It's your girl, Jean, Danny, Nintendo Kid, Glitch, Rems, or Kerry, or Carol, every single one of the crew in here, Gail, okay, Ichia. A massive, massive thanks for all the support from Ichia in here as well. And also to those of you that is tapping that screen, a massive, massive thanks. So, like I said, we are going to credit the pages. You don't got to watch this live. Any lives that we are watching,
Montana, someone's gonna get hurt.
Carol, a massive, massive thank you so much, and also Rems and Nadine. You don't got to watch this live, okay? If you want to see what's going on, all we're going to do is show you what's happening. We will mention the original lives, and we will ask people to go over there as well, tap the screen for them, and give them a follow. Yeah. If I lived in the north, I would go to them myself and stream. But it's the same thing that we have. We cover the Durham ones. We cover up and down the place. Um, and as anyone that knows this page on a regular, we will go to protests that is up to 30, 40 mile radius of us. So we don't just sit here every day and come to. We actually go to protest ourselves. For anyone that knows the page, for anyone that's new here, you're more than welcome to click that follow button if you want to. But we got 7 minutes left. 7 minutes, and then we will start opening. I have lives here. They are across the top. Are they still up there in Durham? Ryan, to be fair, the last time I checked, Sunshine, good evening. Paul, thank you so much. Sherry or Fateless, and every single one of you, massive thanks. Um, as far as I'm concerned, that's still going on, but it's been going on since 3 o'clock in the morning. If anyone that is aware whether that's whether the one in Durham has stopped or not. But for some reason, now we was watching someone else's live feed earlier on, and they did say they were coming off to charge up the phones. I don't know if they're going to go back or not. I've spoke separate messages with that person, and they're obviously happy with the Cam 2 and they hadn't got an issue with it or a problem. but I haven't seen him live since. Now, both of the lives that I was shared for Durham hasn't been live yet. But we are going to focus on Ballymena for the time being. That's what we're going to do. We are going to focus on Ballymena and what's happening there at the minute. Like I said, it's another 10 minutes away. Does anyone know much? Texas, good evening to you. Does anyone I know this is meant to be a peaceful protest, but does anyone know in Ballymena? Does anyone know of any other ones in Ireland? Because obviously I don't mind people sending me stuff, but a couple of people mentioned different areas, and myself personally, I just didn't like the looks of the account, so I'm not going to say that there is meant to be this here. GG, this is my house. This is me. I'm live. There's nothing on the screen, GG. What are you asking? Where's this? There's nothing on the screen. What? Is there something on the screen that I can't see? Caroline, Texas, and Sunshine, a massive thanks as well to each of you. Hey up, Tony. They have been arrested 10 minutes after we left. What? So they're all down. There we go. That was the account there. Can we? There we go. That was the account that we were doing. Grassroots, a massive thanks for popping in. Please, can we give this account a follow? They're very nice people. We're more than happy for us to watch the live stream, and a massive thanks for the update. So there you go, people. 10 minutes after the other live feed ended from Grassroots, they were all taken out, and I can only assume that there's going to be some serious charges for that, especially with the damages inside and the damages done to the roof. So if we can get any updates on that in the long run, we will keep you posted the same way as we did when we actually was live streaming that same person who put London to a standstill by climbing Big Ben. They took London to a standstill, and that actually made the Sky News, that actually made a good few different news. You know what? I can only imagine the sentences that they're going to get, and that's being straight and honest with you. I can only imagine. And that other person is still back on remand. The one from the Big Ben, as far as I'm aware, the last update that I had on that person from the Big Ben was still put back in remand, and that's being straight and honest. I'm just surprised that one didn't make the news. I really am, but there's a lot more to worry about, especially with what's going on with two particular countries right now, both of them beginning with I, that is firing stuff back and forward of each other. I'm sure you know which two, if you don't, please Google it. That is very concerning. That is very concerning and very worrying in the background as well. So it is. Watching Dublin says, happy birthday, Tupac. If it's Tupac's birthday, happy birthday. I hope you're watching. For anyone around here, any's Tupac fans that's watching. Yeah, I don't mind that comment. Happy birthday. Good evening, Masia. Good evening, the hippie in the crowd. Good evening. All right, my visibility has been restricted already. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to appeal it now as we're talking. I haven't even showed nothing on the screen. So the trolls are out in full force. Yeah, I'm going to submit that. Let's see what happens. I don't know what that one was about. Can anyone see that up top? Oh, it's only me chatting. Oh, we can't have a blank screen. Is that what it is? But I'm not. I'm on the screen. I'm on the screen. Let me change one of the lives. Can anyone send me a couple of the lives, please? And then I can change the screen. I didn't want to do it because there was nothing actually going on at the minute. That's being up straight and honest. There was nothing going on at the minute. I've got lives that were sent from 5:30. Maybe just put myself bigger because they think it's just blank screen. There. It's not a blank screen. Hello? But we've appealed that. We've appealed that. Well, listen, at worst case, we just drop into sub-only mode and it will stop half of the people messing about, and that's being up straight and honest. I don't mind. But yeah, it's I've appealed it. I don't know, but the thing up the top is gone. So maybe they've accepted it. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Misty, good evening. Stephanie, thank you very, very much. Grassroots, Enchanting, and Ichi, a massive thanks. Right, can I move? Do some ducking and diving. I don't know what's going on. There's no. Listen, a massive thanks for the 61,000 likes, 70 minutes live. Whoever's fingers are sore, a massive thanks. There's not many people there. Can we? Sorry, I haven't even got a live. I haven't got a live to look at. I'm sorry about this. I haven't got a live to look at. Honestly, I need to open up my own group. Shar, good evening. I ain't got a live, mate. I haven't got a live at the minute. In London. Okay, so I'm just getting messages sent across to me as we speak, but apparently there is a protest going on outside of the Iranian embassy in London. Apparently, if so, we might not be Cam Tubman tonight. We might be heading to London. I don't know how true that is. If anyone has a live feed for that, could you share it so we can make a move? Because we're always the last to get there. But apparently there's a protest outside of that embassy in London. And that's what was just sent to me. Don't know how true that is. I really don't know how true that is. So thank you, Danny, with the speculation. If I need of subs in here, can we put the speculation only emotes out, please? Lacey, good evening, Jean. Anicia, massive thanks. And also massive thanks for the 70,000 likes up top. That account has just said Ballymena is... Okay, we'll watch this one for a minute. We'll watch this one for a couple of minutes. There is a protest outside of the Iranian embassy in London tonight. Can we repin that comment? I've just missed it. Leslie, good evening. Right, we are watching Curtis, who is live there. I have private message Curtis. If we can go over and give Curtis some support as well, please. If we can. But I don't think we're going to be watching this much. I think we're going to be heading up to London.
What's going on? We're in Ballymena tonight for a
and that's being up straight and honest with you. I think we're going to be heading up to London. Northern Star, good evening. There is a protest city tonight, and they are very aggressive. Can we head to London?
Belfast,
yes or no?
Boys, I missed your comment there. Comment again, so make you more, will you?
What's happening, Gypsy Rambo? Good evening. There is a... I don't know if it's true. At the time, we're live. Okay, come on. Is there a live feed for it? Surely, if it's a big protest, I know I haven't put the picture on because there's nothing going on yet at the minute. Miss J, good evening. Nicola, Miss J, thank you. And Nicola, Lacey 555 and each year with the Hartleys, thank you. Massive, massive shout out to everyone that's tapped that screen as well. We're gonna aim for 100k likes, but honestly, if I can get one live for this London one, I will be switching off this live. Baz, a massive thanks. If you can send me the details of how to get there, I think we might leave off the Cam Tubman and do some on foot lives. Apparently, anyone that's trying to live stream it, they're running. I'd love to fucking
What?
try to be ran out of that place. I would love nothing better than them to try to run me out of that. But if I'm standing on public property, the same as them, I can assure you that there was no one moving me from it. That's making me want to go more.
Won't let me mod you, Belfast boys. It's not coming up. Where did...
Can we go over and make sure we give Curtis some support as well on the original live?
Guys, look. It's women and kids protesting.
And it's going to be peaceful there, but the one in London is meant to be the one in London is meant to be. I know, Sammy, it's blank screen because there's nothing happening there at the minute, and that's being straight and honest. There's nothing happening there at the minute. There's no point me showing anything, there's nothing happening there. That's why I'm just listening in, but you can hear it at the same time.
Make sure you all give me a follow there.
And that's being straight and honest. But anyone that does want to go over,
I'll be live tomorrow night in Lisburn. You'll see it all, show you as well.
please go over to Curtis is live. Drop a follow to Curtis. Drop a follow. Drop a bit of support. Tap the screen and repost for them.
Take a walk up and down the streets here and let you see in a wee second. So we are. So
there you go. There's no point me showing that live because there's nothing at the minute to show. Danny, a massive thanks. London will be looting. Okay. Yes or no in the chat? Has anyone really seen any protests going on up in London? Has anyone seen a protest for London? I don't find any. Yeah, Zonji would be, surely if there was a protest going on there, Zonji would be at it. Or that London Live account. One of them would be at it. One of them would be at it. Surely. And I can't see none of the regular London live streamers there. So it doesn't make no sense. Richard, thank you. We're going to wait because yeah, if like I said, if there was something going on, surely one of them would be at it. Surely. Tyler says Dan live. Who's Dan? Who's Dan? Sorry, can we get Dan's live? Who's Dan? Sent it to only Tony 2 when it was going on. Oh well, if it's Dan's live that you've shared, that's all replay stuff. If it's Dan's live, that's all replay stuff. Or is it a different Dan? I'm getting so frustrated already. There is one Dan that shows live feeds, nothing to do with Ireland ones, but shows live feeds like from what's going on at London side, but or wherever they'll record them. Then, however they do it, they position the camera to do a replay, and then it's right now Dan is playing Curtis's live. So if that's the live that you're on about, then I don't know. But if 100%, if we can get confirmation that there is a live going on in London, I will head to London. Yeah, and I'll head to London. It's not a problem. But I'm just waiting for one person to say yes, it is happening there. Okay, Olivia, can you? Dan is live. Just sent it to Liv. Olivia, can you just send me that live, please? Can you just send me that live, just so I can bring it on the screen and see if it's London or not, or if he's just Cam 2 in Ireland? So is Dan showing Ireland or London? Okay, Dan. This is Dan's live. Let's go in and watch Dan. So Dan, as you can see on Dan's screen, finding the best lives for Ballymena tonight. Watch party at Curtis Backup. Dan is watching Curtis. Dan is Cam 2 and Curtis. That's exactly what's going on there with Dan. Dan is Cam 2 and Curtis. So, good evening to you and anyone joining. So that's definitely not London. That's Ballymena right now. But I'm just going to go in here because I've just been sent some other bits. This is all I can find, and it was yesterday. Baz, a massive thanks. Okay, let me just move over these lives for a minute. Okay, so this is Ballymena right now at 7:40. So let me try to get some sound on here for you. But as you can see, it's peaceful enough. So for massive thanks, Jennifer, Pet Service, thank you. And a massive thanks for the exactly on 100K right now in 30 minutes. Massive thanks to everyone tapping that screen. So yeah, this is. Let me try to minimize that on my screen so you might see it a little bit clearer.
TSNA have used their Mars out on. You keeping all right? I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to pass this over onto an RV camera guy. Keep that on that there.
But look, by the looks of it, it's peaceful for now. But it is still early. It is still early. So it's hard to say whether something. I think it'll be peaceful. What do you reckon? You reckon it'll be peaceful?
Two wigs, two sus, two rush, two bacon, two pudding, one black on white.
Stacked like a tower on top of each other and rolled up good in ties. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there, you find sugar in a bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce with that? Says Eddie, they do it their roll. Big up our sub with the sub giveaway and a massive welcome to Eddie. Can we get some love hearts out for Sov and Eddie, and welcome Eddie onto the sub crew, and massive thanks Sov as well. Still only early. By the way, this has only started 15 minutes ago. So still only early. And I do believe that this is the other end of the road. Is that right? This is the other end of the road of where all the riots initially first started. What is that right? Frankville started. There's no other lives. The only one I've got is Ballymena. And we know that's Katrina, but Katrina, massive thanks to JA with the Irish love hearts. A massive thanks for the heart me. A massive thanks to the 107,000 likes up top.
There's that.
People, I am really wanting to go to London.
And say, folks,
If it was that
this
other
is what I
GAN
want
account,
to be shown
I
here.
don't know
The peaceful side of it.
if it is, but this really is a peaceful protest
As I
right now.
say,
I want to go to London, but then I just don't want to waste my time going up there,
they must be
and then
for a
nothing
walk
going
through
on.
there, through
And I'm
Clonmel.
just stuck up there. Do you understand? EG News, what's happening? Jenna, good evening to you and a massive thanks. Good evening to anyone that is just joining. Yeah, this is just peaceful at the minute, people. Can't find
go for a walk
anything
then,
for
Alfred?
London. Nothing at all for London.
Sorry, folks, for not being able to read any of the comments out there. Did they open the Dole off? Is that what? We're all going. Ah, well, it's a bit late for the Dole office, do you not think? That there.
Is it finished? Is it finished?
Did I see right in that TikTok earlier on two Romos
Is it finished?
on flags? The rest of it. Yeah, folks, there's a video up there on TikTok in Ballymena where a couple of Romos were stealing flags to put outside their house to pretend that they're local people in the area, and that was in the Harryville area, so it was. I'm just waiting to get an opportunity to cross over the road here. Might just go for a walk up around. You see, folks, now we'll go down here. One Land Rover sitting right at the back of the police station here. It's clear to see no one's out here for trouble. They want it peaceful.
Peaceful one,
Ballymena
which is
people
good.
want it all kept peaceful.
Which is good. Let's get some love hearts out in the chat for the peaceful protest. It is peaceful, so
They're turning up Clonovan Road area. They're just going for a wee peaceful downer. It just shows there's no threat here whatsoever. As I said, folks, there's the house there that was burnt, and the police, fire brigade came up around this way. As you see, just for the record there's the fire station. Go ahead, folks, cameras down there. They're walking up Clonovan Road.
Ollie, good evening.
Aye, I think that's what they're doing. Now my mum lived up Clonovan Road, so if you want to go up around that way there, you'll get them all coming out again.
Are they coming back here?
I don't know, I was saying maybe they were. That was meant to be called out for Clonovan Road. Yes. And this is Terrace, that's the road on the other end there, just off the North Road. Oh. Maybe just go up around here, the other end of the North Road. North Road and Ballymena there at the Clonovan area. Just give me a wee back up camera guy there a shout, let him know what direction I'm heading for here.
main thing is it looks like it's going to be a peaceful protest tonight. That's the main
I
thing.
don't like calling the name
Do you know what I mean?
protest. I prefer to say demonstration. For
Or
demonstration,
demonstration,
gives
rally,
people more
gathering, whatever
hours.
it's referred to.
Take them out for 2 hours.
It
and keep
seems like
peacefully.
Seems like it's going to be peaceful.
Just keeping the camera
and
away
that's
off
the main
people here
thing.
that maybe don't want to be in camera.
So I think we'd give it about another 20 minutes, and there's no point us staying on live. I may as well watch the lives from off live and try to find the ones for London. If not, head up to London and actually check it out for myself. to see if there's anything is going on.
I must
Mary
just
Ann,
be
good
going
evening.
for a walk
Pauline,
around.
thank you.
Clonovan area, they've come out of the top of the Clonovan Road and turned left towards the back of the police station. As I say, folks, there's maybe 100, 120 people here, all peaceful enough. And the way it bloody should have been. 10,000 people come out for peace to show their disgust last Monday down at Horrible, and then it was. If the police had done their job right by closing off the Waveney Road area, closing this here off here down at McDonald's, and closing this wee road off, keeping the people safe and up around the North Road there at the Go Song, and let us see that off.
Evening, Yvonne.
Down there to the cross.
Just
take
Yvonne,
right.
good evening.
You see, folks, this is the way this street has to be now. And I spent a long time living down this street.
Natalie, that's what I thought. But then again,
And these
saying
people
that,
don't put up flags.
the news pick and choose what they want to
They
show.
do not put up
That's the
flags in
worst
this
thing.
street. I was
That's
always
the
in
worst
this
thing
area
about it.
Just for that, the hell lot.
We
You
know
seen the
that
riots
ourselves.
here last week. Now this here's my mum's house. That's where she lived at. She just passed away there before Christmas. Now what would that have not been like? An 80-year-old
Please.
woman of an anomalous had to come down here. Now I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm not going to put cameras on anybody else's there, but I'm actually seeing a Catholic lady, which I know, putting a Union Jack up on her living room window here to make sure her house stays safe. There's going to be no more trouble in Ballymena, folks. I don't believe so anyway. And if there is, I'll be honest with you, there's no way I'll be down here live streaming it. I don't want to go on among the crowd. I want to keep the camera.
Are they more streamers, or do they look like press or
You
journalists?
see, folks,
Are they some
this
sort
is
of
part
press,
the garden tie.
or are they more people streaming?
All right, Tracy. You're all right, man. I'll bob your head there. And this was the way it was on the Sunday night before Monday.
What's the crack?
We were down here on the Sunday night. The police had the drones up. The police had 17 hours to make secure this whole area. We will have a video coming out here. We're working on it all week.
1, 2, 3, Mary, thank you. Mary Ann, thank you. And Debs, good evening. Did you said, to be honest, the ones not from the UK for the...
What are you talking about there? Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening. Hope you keep well.
Hutch!
Calm down, or someone's gonna get
How you
hurt.
on?
Pauline, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Tony, are we? Yeah, this is Ballymena, but it's like I said, it's a peaceful one.
There you go, folks. So you see
These
up
people are
here,
recording it there as well, so that's going to be some
single
sort of.
Land Rover watching it now.
And there's only one. Listen,
If
there isn't even a lot of
potential for
police
trouble here,
deployed
there.
there.
Will be a lot more
Yeah,
than one Land Rover down in this area.
this person's 100% right, because if they
I'm over here.
if they were
There's my
expecting
fence,
anything
doing what it is.
major,
And to say, folks, not staying on
there'd be a
long
lot more
live.
police there.
What about you, Big Smoke? You keeping all right, my man?
And that's the truth. There would be a lot more police there.
No,
Do you get what I mean?
Really? Now, folks,
What
why
did you
is,
just say?
why is PSNI calling this out? Like, who are they talking to?
What did he say?
Who are they calling this out? There's no riot. What? They're saying this isn't called for. Well, legal demonstrations, you don't have to let people be aware of it. There is a
Donna, good evening and
definition
thanks.
difference between protest and demonstration.
Or taking part in it can be done for it.
Say, folks, that's the Glenorvan area. This was the main.
Now, you just
point
witnessed
here
that yourself. It looks like they're
where
out
the
to trigger
trouble
them.
all was. As you
Do
see,
you get what I
folks,
mean?
It's quiet.
I don't think there was any need whatsoever to even make that announcement. There was no need for it.
Trust you to come out with that. Jesus,
You know what I mean?
it's amazing these out fossils over 60 years out comes out with words they got there.
Debs, thanks. Thank you. Debs39.
You're heading the same way as my son, Walter. See where you get your summer.
I
camp.
hope, yeah,
Come
but
here,
like,
son, we'll
Tazzy,
go
even
down
if the
road.
news camera got that, do you really think that's going to make the final cut? I don't think so. Bond, good
they're
evening.
back
Nikki,
at
good
the
evening. I don't
starting
think that's
point
going to make the
again,
final cut.
folks, just down here.
100% it's not.
Just
And you
on
know
the
that as well as I do.
Glenorvan Terrace area.
That this wasn't organised. This is that. What was that? What was that announcement? If something to do with that. This is not a planned something or whatever they called it.
I will be calling by some people I know that lives up Glenorvan Road area because I want to get a few interviews with people. And they're,
Yeah, 100%, Vicky. But Vicky, they're allowed to do this. They're not doing that wrong.
hold on. Just putting the phone down here, man.
Yeah.
Are you streaming there, Big Smoke? No. I'll take a wee walk down a bit closer here.
We'll wait. We'll wait till we see if they
The bar peg's no use to me.
We'll wait till we see if they make another announcement and how many more announcements that they make throughout the night. As you can see, that's completely peaceful.
Back in.
Do you understand what I mean? That's completely peaceful at the minute. Heather Simpson, good evening. What are people doing wrong there? Nothing. Understand what I mean? And if they are trying to antagonize people, then yeah, it's going to work. Bond, thank you, Nikki.
Just for the crack here, people. Just for the record here now.
Jenna Stevenson, I hope I said that name
sitting
right.
down there.
And Heather Simpson, a massive thanks. Don't know to that account, Chris Williams. I don't know what it was word for word. I don't know.
But people's here peacefully.
Honest World, good evening to you. Anyone that's here, yeah, we're all keeping well. I hope you're keeping well. But for anyone that is here, please, can you see if there is a live feed for London? If so, we
The
will
person
leave
that
here
was
and we will
banging
go
was
to
actually
London tonight.
fixing a
If
door
that's
frame.
true,
So
about
I do my
outside of the
apologies that I
embassy.
can't ask people to stop working.
But please, if anyone does find a one for London, we can definitely make our way to London before it gets any later.
Say, folks.
Fez 75, I hope you're keeping well. And Jason Clarkey, a massive thanks. Good evening to both of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to put the phone down a wee bit here. Just while I'm walking through. Rory. Okay. I'm just going to cross over the road, folks.
We're all good here. We're all good.
Yeah, that's here from Norway angle across the road. So I say, the police blocked everybody here at this point here. 10,000 people rather than block from that point of that corner house to here.
Well, like you can see, this is a very, yes, it is COTN. A good evening to you as well, and anyone that is joining.
And say, folks,
This is in Ballymena,
everybody wants this here to be peaceful and quiet.
but it is a peaceful protest, which started, I think, 7:30. Don't know if there's anyone's going on in any
I hope
other
no speech is
areas,
going on there.
but the only bit of noise that was made was by the shades. They're the only one that seemed to be trying to
Hey,
provoke
Simon,
anything.
if you want to go ahead and write that up in my live, prove your words. Prove your words. Tell me to go out of Ballymena. Come on you down and pump me out of Ballymena. And for your information, if you want to call me, what was it call me? A pedo supporter. A pedo supporter. Dead on. I'm far from a pedo supporter whenever I expose them.
Dora, good evening and
I
thank you.
expose pedos as well, and I have done. What about you, girl? Now,
I think this
Simon,
is
if
finished.
you want to come on ahead of mouth that I'm a paedophile.
Trigger warning in the chat because of the words. I don't know who they're arguing with in their live, but they're arguing with people in the live. So I don't know what that's about. Don't know what's happening there, but they're arguing with each other in the chat. So we're not gonna play their argument.
Type
it-
that is only out there to try and destroy me. And I'm not going to mention any names. What's this here? Fought only the loyalist abusing children at the Holy Cross. Oh, for God's sake. Can you not leave the past be? This isn't about the past anymore. This is about the tomorrow. It's just breaking up there, folks. Everybody's sort of ways heading home there now. There's a lot of people, as you
Tony
see,
Ann,
are
please,
walking away.
in Lewis. Can we get a live for that? Can we get a live for that for a
And
minute?
Simon, as I say, Mulder, if you've got any evidence,
What's going on
any
in
strong
Lewisham?
evidence, come on, call it out here. Come on up to my house here. Bring up the person that told you that there. Do you not understand?
Good evening, Roberto.
People
Good
like
evening,
that
our
living rent-free
Penny, our
in your
neighbour.
head. In your
Hope you're keeping
head.
well. Good evening to you.
I believe in strong evidence.
All right, I'm going to mute that for a second until we see if we can get the Lewisham one. I don't know. I don't know if we got the Lewisham one or not. Let's just see if that does get sent across. There is to that account. I don't know if Liv is still in the chat, but can you send it please to Liv if she's still in the chat, and we'll have a look. We'll see what's going on. Any idea what? There is no protest in London tonight. To that loud. Yeah, there was meant to be big protest on Thursday. Tim Corner Hotel. Okay, well, we'll wait. Penny, a massive thanks as well. And Roberto, good evening to you also. Well, this one, listen, this one in Ballymena was called for a peaceful protest, and it has
I did post my Cromwell record up.
ended a peaceful protest, pretty much. So that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's you can't complain with that. Do you know what I mean? They did call it. It was, and it's good to see no arguments going on with women and children out of the street. So that's good to see. So that's a positive note. Do you understand what I mean? Nikki, good evening. That's a positive note at least. No way. Vicky, no way. Yeah, it's good to see a piece of one. It's good to see a piece of one. You know, it doesn't. Right. I've got the. Let me just flick over to the Lewisham one for a minute. Let me just. Give me 1 second. See what's happening with Lewisham. It goes nothing to do with a stadium. So that seems to be an event. Oh, that's not Lewisham, by the way. Sorry. My bad. That's not Lewisham. That's actually I think it's a Beyonce concert, is right. Yeah. I'm just waiting on a live for the Lewisham one, but I don't know if there is one or not. To be fair,
Block off the
Lewisham
North
ain't that
Road
far,
up here
and we might just
and let
head
people
there.
walk to the town. Law-abiding, peaceful people. So the police failed on their duties on Monday night. But you're stating there were they peaceful burning of homes the other day. On Tuesday, Les Hero got hijacked by a mob. And the 10,000 people weren't here for trouble.
Sure, good evening,
It
thank
was
you.
Monday night, it was very, very small amount of people. Very small amount of people. Not only that, folks, as I say, there, very small amount of people. If the police hadn't done what they done by blocking people here, I don't believe anything would have kicked off. They should have let the people walk up through. What should the police do? Blocked off Waveney Road. Blocked off the North Road. Let people walk up the street peacefully, up to the town, return to Ken's car park. And anybody with a mask walking in the Glenovin area, they should have been detained. Since Ballymena police are very, very good at jumping on people legally walking down the road.
Yeah, I
With
got
hot
shared
food,
alive, so I
taking
don't
it
know.
to the heavily pregnant girlfriend. Now there, and this was out on the police.
I just got
on
shared the
court,
lives.
by the way. I was out on the court and was thrown out of the court. The person they harassed that night, they beat the cops in the court. They beat the cops in the court. Well, there's the Craig folks anyway. Ballymena, as I say, I'm going to sign off here.
What's happening, cuz? Good evening.
So that's the Craig and Ballymena, folks. What's that?
Amanda, good evening to you as well. So yeah, so that's it. They called for a peaceful protest, and it was a peaceful protest. It was. So there's some sort of talks that there's something going on in Lewisham. There's also some sort of talks that there's something going on in
Right, folks, as I say,
in London at the embassy.
Here.
But I
Now,
don't know
one thing I'm going to call this out.
if that's true or not.
This is
And that's
not
being
loyalist
straight and honest.
Ballymena. It's mixed. It's mixed. Protestants and Catholics all out here standing together. 10,000 people here last Monday night. Protestants and Catholics and other nationalities here. Yeah, I'll have the camera down. It was peaceful, so don't come out of the bullshit saying that it was racist. Whenever the young girl that was allegedly SA'd is of mixed race. So there you go, folks. And not only that, there's Protestants, Catholics, and other nationalities here. Ballymena.
Trigger warnings in the chat as well.
Down for that, so anybody wants to make up their false assumptions is more than welcome. Anyway, folks.
I took that off the screen by mistake. Sorry, Lynn. I was trying to click your account.
Thanks a lot for coming on.
Danny,
PSNA,
repin that,
Business Powers.
please.
And as I say, that's how quiet it is. And I don't have to explain myself to anyone. That's what I do know now. I don't know what I've done here. Have a good evening, folks.
And that's that. That is it from Ballymena at the minute. And I say at the minute because it's peaceful. It's peaceful there. It's 100% it's peaceful there, and that's it. Do you understand? Just send.
Wow.
I don't know where the live is. MM, can anyone send them to Olivia, please, and then I can bring them up. I haven't received any lives yet, and any of the other lives that I was on. I'd say speculation speculation to that, Lewis, because normally we get shared stuff, so I don't know. I honestly don't know what is going on, to be fair. Is anyone aware of that? Is anyone aware, if you could see Lewis's comment, is anyone aware of that? There is meant to be a live up there in. I suppose people, what I might do is just end this live and then come back on a bit later if there is anything to come to. But right now, there's nothing going on, so there's no point me waiting live because all right, listen, let me just say one thing to the mods. If there is accounts in here with usernames and they're not saying nothing in the chat, please don't mute or block them. We will leave people come in. Some people just comes in and sits. If there's no comments, negative or racist comments being made, please don't mute or block. Yeah, unless there's something bad said in the comments. Other than that, no random accounts to be muted or blocked unless there's something bad said. People comes in with an opinion, that's fine. They're entitled to an opinion. Other than that, okay, so Iran has hit near to USMB. It's hit near. I don't think it was a direct hit. I'm just reading this here now that's been sent. I don't think it was that. They're just waiting on Trump's response. Kerry, I don't think it was a direct hit. It's hit near. That's what I'm reading here now to the side. I don't think it was a direct hit, but I can only imagine Trump's reaction. I can only imagine Trump's reaction to that. Let's put it on the screen. 1 second. Honestly, I really can only imagine his reaction out of
Iran
it.
and Israel traded missile
1 second.
attacks overnight as the Iran and
Let me just put this on the screen here for a second.
Israel traded missile attacks overnight as the conflict between these two countries enters its 4th day. The latest strike in Israel killed at least 8 people and injured dozens more. Now, one of those missiles fell near the U.S. consulate in Tel Aviv. U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee says no American personnel were injured in that attack. Over the weekend, we heard from a Des Moines, Iowa woman who just arrived in Israel hours before the fighting erupted on Friday. Take a listen to how she described that experience.
There's obviously bomb shelters and safe rooms everywhere in every business. So there's always a safe place to go.
It is.
And I'm kind of, I think it's amazing to be here doing
Shelbo,
this.
good evening.
And people might think I'm crazy, but I feel safe.
Let's bring in CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Keeley, who joins us now live. Courtney, great to be with you. With the latest, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Friday claimed Iran had taken.
See you later. Right, guys, my battery packs are dead, so I'll go down to the bottom of the street here, and then I'm gonna leave and go up and charge my battery packs.
Probably let me turn up the other volume 1 second. 1 second.
So
let me just pause that. I didn't realize that the volume was still on in that. So that live is coming off. Curtis is coming off also to go and charge in case something does happen. Jay said mods are blocking. Jace, after every live, I check what mods block who after every live, and I watch comments that's going on as well. So.
Taken steps to weaponize
said unless there's something said.
Uranium. And if not stopped,
no, I'm not saying all of them. It said unless
a nuclear weapon in
there's
quote,
something bad said or racist.
Time. So what damage
otherwise,
has
it won't be
Israel's
happening.
military operation done to Iran's nuclear program?
Well, they have done some damage. Whether it's extensive or not remains unclear. According to the IAEA, the UN nuclear watchdog group, they did hit Natanz and they did hit the plant in Esfahan, but not Fordo. Fordo is the one that's buried deep into that mountaintop, deep into where it would take a B-2 bomber from the US and about 30,000 pound bomb, which Israel doesn't have. But the damage in Natanz and Isfahan is inside, according to the IAEA. There's no contamination, radioactive levels outside
Look,
posing a danger.
basically the gist of it is that they landed one of them near, but not at it. Tyler, good evening. They landed them near, but not at it. Not a direct hit. Chris, good evening, and happy go lucky. Good evening to each of you. What do you reckon? Do you reckon? Do you reckon that Trump is gonna react in a serious way, or what? Do you reckon he'll still act in a serious way? Would have been if it would have been added. Oh yeah, 100%, Matt. Yeah, 100% to that, Matt. I think. Listen, regardless whether it was near or not, I think he's going to look at it and think, you know, that is an act of whatever. He's going to look at it, and I wouldn't be surprised. Does anyone know? Does anyone know whether he's meant to be making a speech? Are they waiting for him to make a speech or what? Hit the Iran News Live. Nowhere, ML Spitter. At Little Legs, good evening to you as well. Does anyone reckon that they're does anyone know what sort of time or has he responded already? Is this old news? Is this old news? Was this actually today or yesterday? Today. Good evening, Lorraine. So Laura Lippy said this morning. What? And Trump hasn't said nothing yet, or has anyone got? I think I was sent Trump's response. Oh no, this is will Trump respond? Let's have a listen into this. If it is a video, I don't know if it is or not. I think it's just an article. Damaged by terrorism, missile raising prospect. President Trump retaliating. I don't know. It'd be hard to say. What do you reckon? He'll retaliate? Yes or no? I don't know. Not yet on GB News. Yeah, I've seen that myself. But I wonder, I really, really wonder, will he? And I think personally, yes. I honestly think. Well, look, without, if he wants a reason to do something, that is the reason there. If he thinks that that people or personnel, whatever's over there, if he thinks that they're under that, he could go all out and America's not bothered. Honestly, America blast first and talk later. That's the kind of country they are. They'll blast first and talk later. You know, it really is. It really is as simple as that. Let me just have a quick read of this one. There was a girl as well of 13 charged with rioting over arrested in bringing a connection with the disorder. 5 people have been arrested, so a total of 29 people so far in Ballymena. And the latest was That girl. That was the latest story. See, this is a video I can play. Don't know if it is or not.
Police came under attack during a fifth night of.
Bear with me for a second. Oh, for fuck's sake, it would have to be adverts, wouldn't it?
Hello,
They can
Derek.
go and...
Special buys Thursday.
Ah, lovely, Derek. We'll see you in the morning at Asda. Yeah, I don't know, people. There is no lives in London. There is no lives in Lewisham. There is no lives anywhere. So there won't be no live remaining here. I mean, there's nothing. I can't show you nothing if there's nothing to show. To be honest with you, so we probably will come back on in a private live, sub-only mode and just chill. Maybe open the boxes and we have a chat. If no one is up to date, if no one is up to date with what has happened, did anyone see what happened at the House of the Parliament today? Now, I want to restart the live before I speak about this because I want to make sure everything is off before I speak about this. But please take a look in about the G gangs. Have a look at them reports today, and it's going to sting you and shock you. It really will. It'll sting you and shock you. You're a bitch yourself. Honestly, there was an update today in the House of the Parliament about the report that was released to do with the GGs, if I can call it that, the G gangs. And I'm telling you something now. Go and have a read of it yourself. I won't be speaking about it while the live remains like this. Sent you a link live from Ballymena. This is what I'm saying. I haven't got nothing sent to me. Honestly, I haven't got nothing sent to me. I don't know what is going on. But yeah, that I think we might have a lock in tonight and have a chat about that because that. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I'm just honestly waiting for it to be sent to me. What is going on? What has it kicked off in Ballymena? Or was it? I thought it all finished there. I put down that Ballymena live. I thought it finished. These are not people from Ireland. That's not Ballymena. It's not Ballymena. Oh, sorry, I was thinking that one wasn't Ballymena. That caught me off guard for a minute. Sorry. That caught me off guard there for a minute. This is Ballymena. That one caught me off guard. I'm just waiting for the volume to come on it. Let me bring it on the screen. It's not my volume, it's their volume, by the way. It seems quiet. Yeah. Does seem very, very quiet at the minute. Okay, I think it's the host that is got their volume off. That is a peaceful one, anyways. Lorraine, good evening. Pan Lucy, thank you, and good evening to you as well. Some people could say it's the calm before the storm. What do you reckon? Could it be the calm before the storm? By the way, it's not me with no sound my side. That's their side that has no sound. A massive, massive shout out for the 200,000 likes up top. Good evening. I seen this. It's the first time live. The lad next to him told him not to have sound. Okay. Little Miss Red said send some lives. If you've sent it, cops are watching social media. Well, there you go. That's probably why. That's probably why. Thank you, because I don't know. Well, if you want to leave this on the screen, we'll leave this on the screen. There is Okay, here's one with sound. Give me a second. Here's one with sound.
Lisbon. Carlisle Circus.
Yeah.
Lisbon's 8 p.m. at the old hospital.
Oh, aye. Wouldn't put it down there anymore, no.
What?
Put it down.
No, I think it's all quiet down there now.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Doubt much will happen in it here.
What?
Doubt much will happen in it here.
Maybe once it starts, maybe a few people might come around with
Yeah. Yeah.
As you just can see, it's all
Where you from
peace
yourself,
and
Belfast?
quiet at the minute.
Well, I'm originally from Bangor, but I've lived down here for
I will come off live and
Get close, bro.
aye, raise up. I'll come off live and I'll go back on if I'm followed. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
You know what? That's not a bad call from that person. That's not a bad call. We may as well come off the live ourselves. If anything happens, we will be back live tonight. If nothing happens, obviously, we won't. Deb saying there's another one going on there as well. But this one is, like I said, this is in Ballymena at the minute, but it does seem very, very quiet at the minute, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. It does seem to be very, very quiet. Maybe that's what the people want to just start bringing some peace back around now. The only message that I did hear was the PSNI saying something about it's not an organized one or something. That was the only message that I did hear. But I suppose in a way it's good to not see a load of stuff going on as well. Shannon, a massive, massive thanks. Well, look, I'm going to come off here because I'm gasping for a cup of tea or coffee. So I am going to end the live. Relax. If anything happens, I will fire back up a live. But right now, there is nothing happening, nor in Lewisham, London, or anywhere. In fact, I might just try to. I will come off the live myself and try to search for something in either Lewisham or London. If there's anything going on there in London, I will fire the live back up if I can find one. But I think right now it's 8:30. Let's have a sip of cup of tea, and let's reset, and then we will come back on. But for now, there is no point because I could watch this from the background. There's absolutely nothing happened. Yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing, people. So I may as well just chill with the family, relax. Same as yourself, relax. Let's get reset. And if it does happen, like I said, if anything is going on anywhere up and down the place, we'll come back on. If there's something nearby, I'll go to it. Like I said, if I do find a live that is going off in London, we're not going to come to it. We're going to go to London. It's as simple as that. We'll go straight up there. But for now, massive, massive shout out to all the mods. Massive thanks to each of you that's in here. And also to everyone that tapped that screen, anyone that dropped the heart me's, or anyone that clicked that follow button. we will hopefully be back on very, very soon. Take care, and I'll catch you all in a bit. All the best.